Look guys, when I read this news item, I immediately paused, though. You see, today's topic is indeed news that has left me truly and completely speechless. I couldn't believe it when I read it. Why did the Ministry of the Environment and Energy Security essentially publish a rough draft of a decree mandating that all internet service providers implement an automatic router shutdown function between the hours of midnight and 6 in the morning? The hours of midnight. Decree is 2426. Pay attention, because the official reason was the reduction in domestic energy consumption that falls within the famous PNR, or rather the National Energy and Efficiency Plan. The estimated consumption is 3. So practically not a little, but not a lot either, and it is expected to come into force on October 1, 2026. It is absurd in my also because fines are foreseen, in the sense that those who do not comply with these decisions of this government practically end up getting a fine, and the fine is expected to be euro 50. Now, this news is not something that pleases practically everyone. In fact, I would say that people can rightly be very worried about this. That's how it is, and even the providers themselves are on the warpath, so much so that ASO provider has already expressed enormous concern, and even router manufacturers will have to update all their firmware by the end of June. This is incredible. Now, those who also use the router as a VoIP switchboard will have to request a specific exemption, but I say that these people, in my opinion, are not in the business, because what happens to this? What concrete problems are we facing? We have understood that phone calls are not a problem, because obviously there is an exemption that can be requested by those who use VoIP, practically almost everyone now. But those who have surveillance cameras, that is those who have the arrogance, what should they do? I mean, should they disable the router at night? Are these people crazy? Or those who have automatic nighttime backups? I mean, they all go to hell. Again, think about those who work remotely and who perhaps say, but don't you work at night? First of all, you've never worked in a call center, and therefore, you've obviously never worked at night. Now, imagine all those folks who work across many different time zones. In fact, I recently acquired a new backup solution, and I configured it so all my backups are automatically performed during the night. No, that's all for now, because they've decided to switch off the router to save those 3 terawatt hours annually, acting as if this is the most significant saving ever achieved. And then, just think about it for a moment. In all the night gamers, what happens? I mean, people have to go to bed at 10 o'clock at night because they can play at night, because the state and the government have decided that you can play at night. Guys, I'd like to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Spread the word about this video, share it, because I think it's incredibly serious. Remember, today, April 1st, there's this news from Francesco Renzo.